Okay, so the AFC playoff picture is getting crazy right now, guys. I mean, come on. Miami loses today to Tennessee, and Tennessee's on the rise right now, man. I'm telling you, if they keep playing the way they're playing, nobody wants to see them, even Indianapolis. Be warned. I'm being serious. They're a good football team. The way Vince Young is playing, and he's just not making mistakes. And then you got Chris Johnson, he's out of this world right now. The dude's averaging over 5 yards a carry. He's looking at almost 2,000 yards with 2 games left. This dude is ridiculous. Speed, like, he's faster than Ted Ginn. I love the dude to death. Well, I take that back. I don't really love Ted Ginn to death. He drops the ball too much. But the dude is ridiculously fast. He can do anything. He's Reggie Bush at USC. He catches the ball, and he's probably going to take it the distance. That's just how good this man is. And I'm telling you, watch out. Tennessee, they make the playoffs. They're going to be a problem. But look at Pittsburgh now, man. They made a little comeback there against Green Bay. We're out of it a little bit. After that loss to Cleveland, people keep putting them out. It's like, oh, man, Pittsburgh's not going to make the playoffs. Big Ben's getting old. Troy Polamalu, who is the godsend of the Pittsburgh Steelers, isn't playing, so they have no chance. Come on now. It's still football. You still got to go out there and play. One person, even though I like Troy Polamalu, isn't the be-all, end-all of that football team. Ben Roethlisberger is one of the people that got him to those past 2 Super Bowls. But the thing is, though, Pittsburgh still has to play Baltimore one more time in Pittsburgh, which isn't looking too well for Baltimore because Baltimore is hanging on to that last spot right now, and then Pittsburgh also has to go to Miami. So it's going to be interesting last 2 weeks. And man, I don't know how Denver's even still in the playoff consideration. Have they started? They started off hot. They've won 2 of their past 6 games, I believe it is. They went from 6-0 to 8 I believe it's 8-6. That's insane. I mean, come on, man. Was it a fluke? Maybe. I don't blame Kyle Orton as much. He's not as flashy as Jay Cutler, but I mean, he's still serviceable. And then if you still got Brandon Marshall, who's set. He had 20 catches last week with over 200 yards and 3 touchdowns. Killed me in the fantasy league. Crazy. I almost lost because of that dude. But I mean, they're hanging on. It's going to be tough. It's going to be even tougher when they go to Philly next week. But on a much sadder note, the Cincinnati Bengals went out and played their tails off today. Just balls to the wall today, man. Amidst the tragic death of Chris Henry, they were an inspired football team. They didn't even look like the same team that came here to Baltimore when their defensive coordinator's wife died. But they're hanging on to that 4th spot, so they'd probably get a home game if things turn out the way they do. And I tell you what, if the NFL finds Chad Johnson again or Chad Ochocinco, there's going to be a problem. I mean, the guy, he lost his best friend, and he doesn't even get an opportunity to honor him the way he wants to, because he's going to end up probably paying a fine for it. And how about them Chargers, by the way? Clinching the division today. So many teams lost that they were able to clinch a playoff spot and clinch the division. What does that tell you about the AFC? I personally think it's better than the NFC, but that's just me. There's so many teams, the competitive balance is unheard of. I mean, look at Cleveland is going in. Their running back rushed for 286 yards today. And then Josh Cribbs runs 2 kickoffs back. Why does anybody even kick to this dude anymore? I know it's a little off topic, and I apologize for changing the subject so abruptly. But their whole offense revolves around 2 people. One kicking to Josh Cribbs. Why do that? I think he's better than Dante Hall or even Devin Hester. The dude is ridiculous. And then whoever this Harrison guy is, 286 yards, regardless of who it's against. I mean, that's a statement right there, man. They got 2 good pieces, and if Mike Holmgren comes in, I think he has 2 pieces that he can probably hang on to. And Brady Quinn, looks like your time's over in Cleveland there, buddy. But we'll see what happens. That's it for the AFC today. There's a lot of stuff going on. Got a lot of stuff to keep up with. I know it's short. I know it's sweet, but we'll get into more of it next week. It's getting more complicated. 2 games left. 2 more playoff spots going up. Baltimore, you better hang on to your ass because people are coming for you. Later.